Good new day. Another day, another bright, hot day here in Switzerland. It is a heat wave. Hi, I'm Laura. Welcome. I help people make little changes one step at a time so that they can live lighter and merrier. This is a new little series I'm taking on here where I am mostly live. It's not live, but for the most part, unedited this video. And I've been tuning into some other great YouTubers, new-ish YouTubers, like Rob the Maritimer and Alexis Saranoia, who are really the forefront of what's going on right now. Hello there. The fly is bugging ya. And they are encouraging us newbies to be authentic. So here I am. And what better way than to show you my real life, because that's the point of this whole channel, live lighter and merrier, one step at a time, literally. So I have my little notes with me and just kind of guide me along in case track. Sometimes falling off track is good though, right? Taking a different route. But basically in this video, I want to highlight a little bit how I live my values. This is a topic that's really important to me, and it's why I've made and continue to make, I would say, drastic changes in my life, because I want to keep aligning my daily rhythm with my values. And so that's what prompted me to seek a change from living in Canada. Yes, a great country, but I wanted a different lifestyle. And so aligning what I wanted for my daily lifestyle with a place that would allow me to do that was really important to me. And so that came true. Here I am. This is Switzerland. Mountains in the background. And we are passing a field of sunflowers here. So gorgeous. Vineyards, rivers, all kinds of nature. And so that's really one of my main values, is to be connected with the natural world in a regular and I guess almost local way, to be honest, because I really find that the more we are exploring in our local area, the more connected we become, and the more we build this sense of desire to want to protect our local nature, because you build connections with it, you build rapport with it, you build a sense of belonging, and so you don't want to see these places kind of destroyed, I guess. Let's see, the sunflowers are quite dry, and that's a good thing. That's what they need to be for harvest. Let's see, you can see here. Incredible, no? Yeah, we're allowed to walk in here. I mentioned in another video that here farmlands, agricultural spaces are accessible to the public as long as we are gentle and kind and non-destructive. Let's see if there was one that was thriving, but no, they've all come to their end. And this is actually the point for, well, getting to the point for harvest. So yeah, this video is really about checking in with values and aligning. These little babies hiding in here. How cute. Hello. Aligning with your values. And so a couple of mine, as I mentioned, are, well, being in natural spaces regularly. And so for me, that's daily. Daily movement. I talk a lot about moving for wellness, and I believe that even just a walk, a daily walk, is a great addition to your wellness kit. And I'm coupling that now with some yoga. So up here, I'm going to show you a foundational pose called Tadasana, Yoga 101 for beginners. I like to make activities accessible for most who can enjoy. I think of my parents. We were on a walk recently together when they visited, and I just kind of see them being able to benefit from these gentle stretches and postures as well. So I think of everybody making exercise accessible. So we're going to look at Tadasana just up here, and once you can master one pose and do it correctly, then you're better off. And my mentor is Bob Proctor, and he now deceased, but his teachings live on. And his mentor was, one of them was Earl Nightingale. And so they both preached that they read the same page in a book over and over and over again until they absolutely master the lesson and integrate it into their daily lives on a very regular basis. And so I like to think of that similarly with yoga postures or a daily walk, the most simplest foundational postures. If you can learn to master and perfect Tadasana, for example. Okay, let's go up here. Almost there. Oh, but I have to show you this. Wow, this view when we turn the corner. Oh la la. Imagine if these were all thriving and alive. They're bright yellow. Imagine. But actually, sunflowers, I don't know if there's any ladybugs on them now, but really great. They attract ladybugs, which act as pest control. Don't see any little ladybirds. They call them ladybirds here in the UK. I have exposure to UK English, although I'm Canadian. I would say ladybug. But they're great for pollination, the nectar for bees and other pollinators, and then their seeds. So this is, I'm drying up here. Their seeds are used for the production of cooking oils. And so they are, I guess they'll be cultivating these, harvesting them soon for further production. Yeah, so beautiful. And of course, they just brighten up our lives, don't they? Beautiful poppin' yellow sunflower. So yeah, we were back to master one foundational yoga pose. And these foundational yoga postures help to build your core muscles. They help to give you stability and in some cases flexibility and this connection, body and mind and breath. And so once you can actually be still in a yoga posture and feel comfortable and confident, the benefits just keep sort of multiplying for you and sort of sink in deeper and deeper levels. So I would love to show you Tadasana just up here, but I want to show you one more thing. We're almost there. We're just going up here, just past this little patch of sort of hay straw just up here, because I want to show you something my son and I discovered a few years back. So when we were on foot. So this is the beauty of walking, is that you discover more about your local area. And we were out walking one day and discovered these blackberry vines here, sort of in a wild way. And so every year we've come back with our little cup or little bucket or whatever we have, pot, and we fill it up with our blackberries. So it's not only like a bonding experience for him and I, but it's a sort of a tradition, and it just gives us this opportunity to connect with our local nature, connect with the seasons, and sort of get in touch with our more primitive roots, I guess, where we are collecting, and then we will consume. For now I've froze them because we didn't feel like eating them right away, but there's a proper way to wash them, preserve them, etc. So I found that on YouTube, and it's very helpful. Things people share on YouTube are very helpful. So just up here you'll see we've arrived. Let me see if I can find a few more blackberries just to show you. And then I'm going to show you Tadasana, and something that you can do whilst you're out on your walk to enhance your wellness, your strength, your posture, your stability, and a lot of other yoga postures, even walking, is built on this foundation. So let's see, we're almost here. My son and I were here just the other day. I'll share in a post in my community here on YouTube the berries that we found and collected. Okay, so here we are. I'll show you these vines up here. So the dark purpley color is ready for harvest. There's lots that aren't. These branches are very, very thistly, very dangerous. So I would not suggest to do yoga in this area. I don't even bring my dog, to be honest, because it could be a lot on the ground and she would hurt her little paws. Some more hiding in here. Oh my gosh, this one looks so good. I'm just gonna check it over. No little bugs. My gosh, it was really sweet. It was really perfect. So good. So I'll look forward to preparing some sort of little tart or something. A little pie with our blueberries, blackberries. All right, Tadasana. I'm gonna prop you up right here and show you Tadasana. There we go. Mountain posture you want to master before you move on, because it gives you this great alignment and great posture. So mountain pose is your feet are hip width apart, your hands are out, shoulders are relaxed, you're looking forward, your gaze is forward, your chin is up slightly, not super and not down low, just kind of in the middle. You are relaxed. It's really hot. Today's really hot. I'm a bit later getting out today than I was the other day with my other video. So I'm really feeling the heat. Your knees are just gently like straightened, but not locked. A little slight bend in the knee. Your weight is equally distributed, so we're not like slanted to one side or the other. And we're gentle, and we're going to connect with our breath. Super. You want to pull your pelvic area in so that you're not too drooped out, not too saggy. Pull it in. And there you go. You have your great posture. This is a posture that you can use in other positions, even your walking position. Try to maintain an upright and balanced posture. But additionally, I would love to show you something you can add on is your leg lifts here. This is great for balance. So you can do a set of 10 or so if you like. And then you could hold it up for a balanced posture, which again reinforces your core muscles, your posture, and now your balance, which is going to be more and more important as you age. So up on your toes, maintaining your good alignment, your gaze forwards, fixed on an object that's not moving, and you squeeze. Great. You could repeat this cycle 2 or 3 times if you like. You could hold your leg raises. You could hold that for 15 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever is possible for you, and repeat that 2 or 3 times whilst out on your walk for enhanced wellness. The idea really is to just include these little bits at a time. Every day you do a little bit on your daily walk for wellness, so that you are having this compound effect over time. You are practicing these small little increments of strength training, flexibility, balance, to improve your overall wellness over time. So think of it like a bank. Every daily activity, every daily exercise is adding to your wellness bank. Okay, let's keep going. So we're on our way back home. I'm glad you could walk with me and see my local environment. I encourage you to do the same. Really get outside and see your local nature in a new way, connect and feel grounded in the place you're in. And while you're doing that, to enhance your sense of groundedness is your Tadasana. um, a last note is that when you are practicing your daily walk for wellness, when you are connecting more with your local neighborhood, you are building this connection. And this connection ultimately deepens your sense of value. We're talking about values, how I like to align my lifestyle with my values, is that I'm not letting my values just be thoughts. So this is an encouragement for you to not just let your thoughts and ideas stay there. You need to actually nourish them. And so how do you nourish them? Well, you acknowledge them, first of all, as being worthy, as long as they are helpful and for the greater good. Is that you nourish them with your time, your attention, you seek opportunities to develop them, and you take action. That's the underlying message here, is to shift, to pivot, and to take action. So the world needs us now. What the earth needs now is love, sweet love. We are seeing this more and more. Now, my home province of Ontario is literally on fire. I hear people say that, this is always happening in summertime, but it just seems to be getting worse and closer and more prominent. So we really need to see individually, like really truly, where can we align our actions to be more sort of healthful and helpful, and not just for ourselves. Of course, a daily walk and these yoga foundations, of course, they benefit you. But again, the deeper message is here that as you are outdoors more, you connect more and you want to take action more for your local neighborhood. And so one of my other values is sustainable action. And it's really shifting to my daily practices so that they can be more helpful for Earth. And so I don't have a car, for example. I sold that. I am plant-based. That was a gradual shift from 9 years ago, just after my son was born. And so I'm gradually shifting other underlying sort of foundational habits of my own to act for the greater good, and I am healthier for it. So to know that your wellness is impacted in a good way when you can shift in a mindful and intentional way to practices that are sustainable and helpful for the greater good, which is our Mother Earth. Alrighty, well, thank you for being here with me on this walk and talk and Yoga 101 Foundations accessible for all. So let me know if you're going to get out and try Tadasana, your mountain pose. Feel the strength, feel the groundedness, and feel your alignment improving. Take care for now. It's time to go home.